and welcome back to our online English class. Today we are going to go over Lesson C, Gerunds after prepositions, and Lesson D, reading. So open your student's book to page 88. Page 88. Okay, so Lesson C, Gerunds after prepositions. You should already be familiar with gerunds because we've talked about them a lot in the last few lessons. But just to review, gerunds are words that look like verbs but act as nouns. So gerunds take the form of a base verb plus ing. Okay, and prepositions you should also be familiar with, but some common examples are to, for, in, of, at. Those are all prepositions. And yes, Silas. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the lesson.
Unit 7, Lesson C, Gerunds after prepositions. Questions and answers. Gerunds. A gerund is the base form of a verb plus ing. Gerunds often follow prepositions. For example, in, of, about, and for.
I'm afraid of flying.
Thank you for helping.
Preposition with gerund. We often use gerunds after prepositions in phrases with adjectives, excited about, interested in, and verbs. Think about.
She's excited about going to New York.
They're thinking of buying a computer.
She is nervous about flying.
They are good at playing chess.
I am thinking about traveling.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Then complete the sentence.
She is nervous about flying.
They are good at playing chess.
I am thinking about traveling.
Use what questions with an adjective or adverb and a preposition to ask for information.
What is she excited about?
She's excited about going to New York.
What are they interested in?
They're thinking about buying a computer.
What questions? Form what questions in this way. What plus is or are plus an adjective or verb plus a preposition.
What is she happy about?
What are they good at?
What is she nervous about?
She is nervous about flying. What are they good at?
They are good at playing chess.
What are you thinking about?
I am thinking about traveling.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Read the answer. Then complete the question.
What is she nervous about?
What are they good at?
What are you thinking about?
Answers to what questions. You can use a statement to answer what questions with an adjective or verb, a preposition, and a gerund.
What is he thinking about?
He's thinking about visiting his grandparents.
What are you tired of?
I'm tired of driving in traffic.
Answers to what questions. To make statements, use this order. Subject plus am, is, or are, plus an adjective or verb, plus a preposition, plus a gerund.
She is excited about going to New York.
They are interested in buying a computer.
What is she nervous about?
She is nervous about flying.
What are they good at?
They are good at playing chess.
What are you thinking about?
I am thinking about traveling.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture and listen to the answer. Then complete the answer.
What is she nervous about?
She is nervous about flying.
What are they good at?
They are good at playing chess.
What are you thinking about?
I am thinking about traveling.
Let's review. In, of, about, and for are examples of prepositions. We often use prepositions in phrases with adjectives: excited about, interested in, and verbs: think about. Gerunds often follow these phrases. A gerund is the base form of a verb plus ing.
What are you thinking about doing?
I'm thinking about buying a car.
What is she afraid of?
She's afraid of losing her job.
What are they interested in doing?
They're interested in applying for a loan.
Phrases gerunds often follow: afraid of, excited about, famous for, good at, happy about, interested in, nervous about, sad about, thank someone for, think about, tired of, worried about.
Okay, so exercise 2, practice. Complete the sentences. Use the correct form of one of the words below, so in the box. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. I'm worried about paying interest on my credit card balance. Okay, so as you can see, paying is the gerund. So since we are talking about gerunds after prepositions, the gerund paying comes after the preposition about. Okay, and the word in front of about is worried, and that is an adjective. So you can see that this sentence uses the adjective, preposition, gerund structure. I am worried about paying interest on my credit card balance. And in some cases, you will see a verb, preposition, gerund order. For example, number 3. Have you thought about opening a checking account? So in this case, thought is a verb, about is the preposition, and opening is the gerund. So go ahead and complete the rest of this exercise, and I will play the answers afterwards.
Page 88, Exercise 2A. 1.
I'm worried about paying interest on my credit card balance.
2.
Rob is afraid of getting into debt. He pays for everything with cash.
3.
Have you thought about opening a checking account?
4.
Elizabeth is happy about finding an apartment she can afford.
5.
Elena is excited about starting classes at the community college.
6.
I'm tired of making payments on my car.
7.
Franco isn't interested in applying for a loan.
8.
Thank you for lending me money for school.
9.
We're thinking about moving to a nicer neighborhood.
10.
She's famous for spending a lot of money on clothes.
Okay, page 89, exercise B. So let's take a look at the conversation. What's she happy about, or what is she happy about? She's happy about opening a checking account. So in this case, you can see an adjective, preposition, gerund form. So she is happy about opening a checking account. So take a look at the rest of the exercise and ask and answer questions. So as usual, you can do this activity with someone in your family, or you can practice on your own out loud, verbally, or write it down. Okay. Okay, so number 2, we can ask, what are they thinking about? Or maybe just the man is thinking about it. So we can say, what is he thinking about? Or what is she thinking about? So let's just pretend that they are both thinking about this. So we can ask, what are they thinking about? They are, or they're thinking about buying a computer. Okay, so be careful in these cases because there are 2 words that end in ing, thinking and buying. So you have to be careful and make sure you understand which one is the verb and which one is the gerund. So in this case, the gerund is buying, and that means the verb is thinking. So this sentence takes a verb, preposition, gerund structure. So they are thinking about buying a computer. Okay, number 3. What is she worried about? Or actually, I think that's a man, so what is he worried about? So we can say, he is worried about being in debt, okay? So worried is an adjective, about is the preposition, and being is the gerund, okay? Worried about being. Number 4, what is he interested in? Okay, we can say, he is interested in studying auto mechanics. Okay, so interested is an adjective, in is the preposition, and studying is the gerund. Okay, number 5. So we can ask, what is she tired of? Or what's she tired of? She's tired of waiting in line. Okay. And then number 6. What are they excited about? What are they excited about? They are excited about buying a new car. Okay? Number 7. What's he sad about? What's he sad about? He's sad about losing his phone. He's sad about losing his phone. Number 8. What is she nervous about? What's she nervous about? She's nervous about driving in the snow. She's nervous about driving in the snow. Okay, so let's take a look at exercise 3. You'll see some of these phrases: afraid of, excited about, happy about, responsible for, bad at, good at, interested in, and tired of. So take some time and practice asking and answering questions using these phrases. Okay, so now I want you to open your workbook to page 82. Workbook page 82. Okay, so continuing lesson C, gerunds after prepositions. Let's take a look at exercise 1. So write the gerund form of each verb. So this should be pretty easy. We just need to add ing. Some of them we need to modify the word, but it should be pretty familiar to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at this together. So number 1, apply. The gerund form is applying. Okay, number 2, be. The gerund form is being. Okay, B-E-I-N-G. Number 3, buy. Buying. Number 4, find. Finding. Number 5, get. Getting. So in this case, of course, you have to add another T. So G-E-T-T-I-N-G. Number 6, lend, lending. Number 7, lose, losing. And in this case, of course, you need to take off the E. So L-O-S-I-N-G. Number 8, make, making. And also take off the E. Number 9, move, moving. Also take off the E. Number 10, open, opening. 11, pay, paying. Bless you. Number 12, spend, spending. Number 13, study, studying. And number 14, wait, waiting. Okay, so let's take a look at exercise 2. Complete the sentences and use the words from exercise 1 that we just did together. Okay, so number 1, the sentence says, he is tired of waiting. Okay, so you can see in the picture, he's waiting for the bus. So go ahead and complete numbers 2 through 6, and then we'll look at them together. Okay, so number 2, she is happy about getting or buying a new car. And in this case, buying is probably the better choice because we use getting for another sentence. Okay, so she is happy about buying a new car. Number 3, he is interested in applying for a loan. Number 4, she is thinking about opening a savings account. Number 5, he is excited about studying auto mechanics. And number 6, she is afraid of getting into debt. Okay, so let's take a look at page 83, exercise 3. Circle the correct preposition. Okay, so hopefully by now you are starting to get familiar with some of these pairs or phrases. So let's do this together. Number 1, Martina is worried about paying her bills. Okay. Number 2, Sam is nervous about starting college next week. Sam is nervous about starting college next week. Number 3, Tran is tired of working in a supermarket. Okay, number 4, Louisa is thinking about going to school next semester. And number 5, excuse me, I want to thank you for helping me. Okay, so I want you to go back to number 1. We're going to practice making questions, just like the conversation practice we did from our students' book. So number 1, we can ask, what is Martina worried about? Okay, what is Martina worried about? All right, so I want you to try numbers 2 through 5, and then we will look at it together. Okay, number 2, what is Sam nervous about? What is Sam nervous about? Number 3, what is Tran tired of? What is Tran tired of? Number 4, what is Louisa thinking about? What's Louisa thinking about? And number 5, this one's a little tricky, but you could ask, what do you want to thank me for? So you have to switch those subjects and objects because this is a conversation. So what do you want to thank me for? Okay, and then exercise 4, complete the sentences. So let's take a look at number 1. Yes, Silas. I'm worried about finding a job. Okay, so take some time to complete numbers 2 through 6, and I also want you to make questions for each of these sentences. But you can skip the question for number 2